In the still corners of rural Vermont, Jack Miller lived the kind of life most people had forgotten existed. Up before the sun, hands in the soil, evenings spent with a book and a mug of strong coffee. Solitude wasn't loneliness to Jack, it was peace. He'd built a life of quiet rhythms and steady work, and he liked it that way. Then Eli Turner arrived. Fresh from New York City with nothing but a few suitcases and a rescued cat, Eli moved into the old house next door, the one that had been empty for years. Jack watched from afar as the newcomer tried and failed to set up internet, shivered in a leather jacket not meant for country nights, and looked generally lost. "Does the internet even exist out here?" Eli called one afternoon, spotting Jack by the fence. Jack wiped his hands on a rag and replied, "Nope, but the sunsets are real." That was the beginning. At first, their differences were glaring. Jack didn't talk much. Eli never seemed to stop. Jack grew things. Eli wrote things. Jack found comfort in silence. Eli filled it with music and questions. But slowly, those differences stopped clashing. They started fitting, like puzzle pieces from different boxes that somehow clicked together. Eli brought Jack homemade cookies that were always a little burnt. Jack taught Eli how to build a fire. Eli played jazz on the porch at night. Jack, pretending not to listen, always lingered just a little longer nearby. They didn't mean to fall for each other, but love has a way of finding cracks in even the most solid walls. One night in June, sitting under a sky so full of stars it felt like it might collapse, Eli leaned his head on Jack's shoulder and said, "You know, I think I was looking for quiet, but I found something better." Jack didn't answer right away. He wasn't a man of many words, but he reached over, took Eli's hand, and held it tight. "You found home," he said softly. And in that moment, it was true. Despite the differences, the city and the country, the chaos and the calm, something between them had rooted deep and begun to grow. Not fast, not flashy, but real.